Thank you for downloading this audio title, published by thoughtaudio.com.
The Judgement, written by Franz Kafka. Translation by Ian Johnston. Narrated by Michael Scott. Produced by thoughtaudio.com. It was a Sunday morning at the most beautiful time in spring. Georg Bendemann, a young merchant, was sitting in his private room on the first floor of one of the low, poorly constructed houses extending in a long row along the river, almost indistinguishable from each other, except for their height and color. He had just finished a letter to a friend from his youth who was now abroad, had sealed in a playful and desultory manner, and then was looking, elbows propped on the writing table, out of the window at the river, the bridge, and the hills on the other shore with their delicate greenery. He was thinking about how this friend, dissatisfied with his progress at home, had actually run off to Russia some years before. Now he ran a business in St. Petersburg, which had gotten off to a very good start, but which for a long time now had appeared to be faltering, as his friend complained on his increasingly rare visits. So he was wearing himself out, working to no purpose in a foreign land. The exotic full beard only poorly concealed the face George had known so well since his childhood years, and the yellowish color of his skin seemed to indicate a developing sickness. As he explained it, he had no real connection to the colony of his countrymen in the place, and also hardly any social interaction with local families, and so was resigning himself to being a permanent bachelor. What should one write to such a man, who had obviously gone off course, a man one could feel sorry for but could not help? Should one perhaps advise him to come back home again, shift his life back here, take up again all the old friendly relationships? There was certainly nothing to prevent that, and in addition, rely on the help of friends. But that amounted to the same thing as saying to him, and the more gently one said it, the more wounding it would also be, that his previous attempts had been unsuccessful, that he should finally give them up, that he must come back and allow everyone to gape at him as an eternal return prodigal, that only his friends understood anything, and that he would be an overaged child who should simply obey his successful friends who had stayed home. And then was it certain that all the misery one would have to put him through had a point? Perhaps it would not.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?